Hi everybody. I'm going to do eyebrows right now. I have to do them today anyway, so I thought I'll go ahead and put them on video. I'm using my Daiso kit, eyebrow kit that I bought the other day that I showed in that other haul video. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. So first of all, I'm going to powder. I actually always do eyebrows when I already have my makeup on because I've drawn them in where I want them to be basically. So anyway, I usually come over here because I'm sitting by also a natural light right now, and I find this to be a lot easier because the natural light will show you spaces in your eyebrows or little hairs on your face you might miss in the bathroom in bathroom lighting. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and brush them up. I'm going to take the little comb and these little scissors. Whoops, it comes with a little plastic from Daiso. And I'm just going to brush up the little hairs into a straight line. And I'm going to go ahead and trim them. You know, for men, you can also do your eyebrows like this as well. The little kit's only $1.50. Or take any scissors. When I'm out of scissors, I'll just use a regular hair comb. And even the kitchen scissors are the ones from your office. Okay, so you just take them like that. Get them trimmed. Can you see that? I'm actually looking at my mirror. The arch is kind of difficult because you don't want to trim it too short, so I kind of angle the brush up a little higher maybe. And then these little hairs right here tend to get a little too long. And so I'm going to take my fingers out and now switch them to the top of the little scissors. Let's see if you can see. Hopefully you can see that. You know, usually when you get your eyebrows waxed, the lady's actually supposed to do that, or they should, but when you go in and have your eyebrows waxed, I noticed a lot of people, they don't use this afterwards, and they don't really wax your brows straight. So most of the time I like to do my own. I had an amazing eyebrow waxer in LA, but she left the salon and they had kind of a falling out, so they won't give me her forwarding address. But she was amazing because everybody's eyebrows are just a little bit uneven, and so with a great waxer you can get them straight. And even if you don't have a great waxer, you can go ahead and do them yourself. So I always draw them in first and then go ahead and trim them up. I just find that to be a lot easier. If you try to do it on a bare face, I think it's really difficult to figure out where everything goes. And so now the next thing I do is I brush them down. And I'm just trimming this part to be just a little bit shorter. So I'm holding the comb out just a little bit as well. I'm not holding it flat against my face. I might have to lean in. I'm holding it just slightly out. And then so that they're not too short, just kind of trim them right here where they get longer. Here as well. Okay. So now I have like little eyebrows all over myself. So sweep those away. Look, I'm all over my face. So now that's done. Okay. So I'm just going to do one to show you guys right now. So now this one is pretty much trimmed. Oh, you know what? It has some long hairs at the end. Let me do those. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to flip my fingers around, holding them from the top down in this position. So I don't know if you can see that they're a little long right here still. So I'm just going to gently get in there and not go too close, but just trim them in. So yeah, men can definitely do this as well if you need to trim your eyebrows for either a male or a female. They look better when they're just not extremely long. It just makes them look a little more tidy, neat and tidy. Okay, so I don't know if you can see. So I did this one now, but I did not do this one yet. So this one's just a little nicer and neater. Little powder. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to go ahead and take, this is my favorite. This is Lingering from MAC. This is my favorite eyebrow pencil. I know a lot of people are actually using the Anastasia one now, and I did try that. I find this one to be a little bit easier to use. The one that's similar, there's like a gel one and then there's one in a little pencil, but their pencil is just a little bit more dense. And I found I was like, you know, kept trying to, how do I say, it was a little hard as a rock. It was kind of like scraping it onto my skin. I wouldn't say this one's soft. It is waterproof, but it's just slightly a little softer and it doesn't hurt as bad to scrape it on. So I still think MAC Lingering is my favorite one. So to shape it, just go along the bottom. Fill in the little hairs right here like that. You know, it tends to be a little, I have like some little holes right here, so I'm just gonna fill those in right there. Up. Okay, you see that? Now my eyebrows do tend to grow straight across, so I actually tweeze in an arch and draw in an arch. And then I go ahead and draw out the little tail. And I do use the Urban Decay primer. And I use it on my eyes. And I do pat it out to right here because I know that later I'm going to draw this pencil onto my eyebrow. And it makes it last because this will smear really bad when you're... I tend to have very oily skin. Well, it's actually dry skin in certain parts, but it's usually oily too, if that makes any sense. And the oil right here always makes it bleed. Anyway. So right here, it gets thinner. It gets thinner. Okay, and when you put your eyebrow in, the little tail is supposed to intersect at that angle basically. And the inner corner is supposed to intersect with this right here, starting, if you put a pencil right here, your eyebrow should then start from here over. Sometimes I'll watch other people's videos. There's actually a famous spiritual guru on YouTube, and her eyebrows start like right here. And I always, like, if here was the pencil, it would start like, I mean, if here was the pencil, her eyebrows start right here. And I always think, I want to draw them in right here and make them match. But anyway, so if your eyebrows start too far apart, then go ahead and draw them in a little bit further, if you can coax them in a little bit. And if they are too close together, then what you're going to do is just tweeze, tweeze, tweeze down the middle, you know, like so. You're going to just, you know, tweeze them back so that they fit that angle anyway. So that's the ideal angle. The ideal angle is they start right here and that the little tail ends right there. You also want the eyebrow to come up usually to a slight arch out here and then angle down, and what that does is it lifts the eye. Mine grow naturally straight across, pretty much like Brooke Shields basically, and I find that lifting them a bit, like tweezing out the bottom hairs and creating an arch, lifts the eye and it makes it look a little more feminine basically. I think it looks pretty. And so now to tweeze the eyebrows, these are my favorite tweezers, little pointy tweezers, and when I first saw these years ago, for some reason I thought you were going to try to tweeze them out, and I thought, oh my gosh, wouldn't that be so hard? And what you basically do with these tweezers is, the beauty is you can draw a straight line tweezing at an angle, and they take all the hairs out at once. So what you do is you go in like this, and any hairs, pull them out. All at once, it grabs a bunch, boom. Grabs a bunch, boom. Here too. Go like so, boom. Boom. That's how you get a straight line. It's a lot easier than trying to go tweeze, 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 tweeze. Same thing here. Out it goes. So you grab them all at once, get them all at once, just that fast. I go down the top as well. All at once, all at once. See how much easier this is? Pulling them out like that and then trying to go on each little one here and then take a chance of getting them crooked. Same thing here. So basically these are done. This one is done anyway. Can you see the eyebrow? So this one's not done. This one's done. And I think this one looks just a little bit nicer, cleaner, and tidier, neater. What better groomed. So I'm gonna do this eyebrow right now. Okay, I have them both done right now. So I finished both sides. I took the pencil back over them again. I took this little brush and just go ahead and, after I have, you know, filled them back in with the little pencil, fill in all the little spots, then go ahead, just give them a little, this blends them, brushes them together, see if you missed any spots. So anyway, I don't know if you can see that. The other thing is, on eyebrow shapes, it's really best when they're pretty even throughout, meaning you don't want this extremely thick on this side and then get skinny, 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 or go woo. It's like some are, they call those comma eyebrows. I see those on girls sometimes where they're just extremely thick right here, like a comma, and then they get really skinny and up and around. And also, eyebrow trends have changed. Teeny, skinny, skinny eyebrows are not in style anymore. And a lot of ladies over 35 are still wearing their eyebrows back like early 2000s. The years 2000 through 2005, very, very thin and skinny eyebrows were in style, and everyone was getting tiny, skinny little lines. But eyebrows are definitely thicker in style now, so for ladies over 35, be sure and thicken up your eyebrows, and if they're not thick, then just draw them in thick, and just make sure that they're kind of even from this part like through, and then just very gradually taper out, not like really thick and really skinny. You kind of want them almost the same size so that they're balanced. Not that my eyebrows are perfect, but I've done the best with the way that they grow in to get them the way that I want them, or the best that they can. So anyway, once again, zoomed in. So anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my eyebrow trimming tutorial and drawing them in basically. So thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Bye.